What is up, YouTube? Just want to take a minute to say thank you for checking out my video. Make sure you comment and tell me what song you want me to react to next. Like, subscribe, share, dislike. Tell me my head's too shiny. You think I'm stupid. Whatever. You think I should be nice to the cat, even though she's spoiled. Um, yeah, and new this year, I have a Patreon set up. Um, I don't know that if you become a Patreon, I'll do anything special for that. I personally hate paywall content. Um, I know one of the podcasts I listen to, they read the list of Patreon. So maybe once or twice a month, I'll read the Patreon list and everybody who's become a Patreon. Um, should be fun. All right, guys. I will get to that video here shortly. Have a good one.
Soundtrack.
What is up, YouTube? Just want to take a quick second before we start to give a shout out to Star Wars Galaxy of Zeros podcast. It's about some stupid little game, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's basically a collection game. It's been around far too long for a phone game. But the guild that I'm in, just a group of people within the game that play it, the Guild Alliance that I'm in, a group of them have actually started a podcast about the game and how to start. So check them out. They're here on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whatever you listen to your podcast on. Check them out. They're funny guys. If you're not much in the language, then it may be wise to not listen, because there is a few parts on there where they do throw a few F-bombs and a couple other things, but it's all in good fun. Check them out. Star Wars Galaxy of Zeros. We'll get that video here in a minute. What is up, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood running bald man back for another video. And today we're doing another story time. And this is a brand new book written by Mark Thunder. Don't see anything about the publishing company, but it is D's Big Nuts. D's Big Nuts. Let's see. So the back of it is, sit back and enjoy this children's book parody about a squirrel named D and his friends' love for his big nuts. Each page will have you laughing and going nuts. Nuts for his nuts. This may look like your typical children's book once the book opens. But once the book opens, you will enjoy references that only adults will understand. I'm guessing with today's society, kids will understand it too. Maybe as early as 5, not younger. D's Big Nuts makes a great gift for birthdays, anniversaries, bridal shower, wedding gifts, housewarming gifts, or just a great gift to make a friend or loved one giggle in laughter. But let's get into it. D's Big Nuts, written by Mark Thunder. I think this is going to be a short one, just like the last new one we did. D was a squirrel who had big nuts. His nutsack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Yeah, I'm guessing kids at least 5 years old will understand this. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would go around the town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. I think we've all known a Sarah. I can think of a few. Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. Of course, he's got to have two nuts. She would play with his nuts all day and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mom would join. They would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. I mean, her mom kind of looks cute too. The green eyes versus the blue. It's a nice little change. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of Dee's nuts in her mouth at the same time. She would giggle, her face would turn red, and then his nuts would come flying out. She just needs some more practice. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them. "Hey, jerk, off my nuts," he said. I mean, he looks mad, but I think anybody would be mad if some random just started poking their nuts. Although Sarah loved these. Yeah. Okay. Although Sarah loved these nuts, she would sometimes kick them. Once she kicked them so hard, she busted a nut. I kind of thought they were going somewhere with somebody poking him. But Dee was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts. I don't know, in the right situation, a little roughness can be enjoyable. One day when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice, because all good squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts. The end. I don't know. That wasn't as fun as I thought it would be, but I guess all the enjoyment is in the title. Um, Reach Around Books really needs to come out with some new books because those were probably they were the best so far. But that will do it for today's news story time and Dee's Big Nuts. You guys have a good weekend, whatever it is, and I'll see you next time. Bye.